Well, why don't you give us some meteorological terms for this week's weather?
Well, I'll tell you what, Alan, that's right. Good, fair, fantabulous. That's a new meteorological term, right? Outdoorable, of course. Well, the First Warn weather team always cares about weather education, including the youngsters like we had there with Megan with that terminology. And Jacob today at Lincoln Elementary. Your weather team always busy here. It's nice that we are always considering these events because we believe in STEM. We believe in teaching the next generation all things science. Very grateful for that and our weather team. Hey, some interesting stats here tonight as well about bird migration here, given the pattern with the highs and the lows in the atmosphere. And of course, birds making their trek toward the south this time of year. Next several weeks, of course, and an estimated over 3 million birds have already crossed over North Dakota here since 10 o'clock. Now, that's going over several days here. And again, that continues and will continue to ramp up in the coming days and weeks. And of course, the fall foliage as well. We're seeing a lot of color in patches right now, but a bit more toward the northern and eastern reaches of North Dakota, more toward the northwoods of Minnesota. We'll even see more of that becoming prevalent here in the next few days, and especially with this weather that we've got, the dry conditions, simply superb. All right, here we go. Temps right now in the 50s and 60s. However, we're looking at a few 40s for tonight, but not going to be below freezing. No frost. I don't expect that here for the rest of the month. Not a lot of wind out there, mostly around 10 miles per hour or less. Nice 40s for tonight or 50s here, right around that 50-degree mark. Not too windy, but this one surface high moves out, and that gives us more of a southwest breeze for tomorrow between about 10 and 20 miles per hour. And again, highs will be in the 70s or even some 80s here. It's just simply beautiful weather here on the way. A wind shift likely here for Thursday that gets us back to an east-northeast wind with the next high moving through. And again, highs don't bring moisture. They dry the air out. And that's why we are moisture starved here the next several days, unlike the pattern we had last week at this time. But again, 70s expected, a few 80s, and then another dry frontal passage here for Friday night or Thursday night into Friday. And again, limited moisture. So that just simply means not much in the way of anything measurable for the next 7 days. Look at that. Hardly anything. A little bit there in Minnesota. Not much. It's dry. Great harvest weather. Humidity is quite low, and these days are very comfortable. Again, upper 70s and low to mid 80s for tomorrow. Look at this, Glasgow. Yeah, you very well in eastern Montana could see a couple of 90-degree ratings, but it's cool, it's crisp in the morning. That's why so many of us just love this time of year here. Near 50 in the morning, afternoon highs near 80 degrees, that southwest wind of 10 to 20. A lot of sunshine. Could be just a little bit of haze like we had for today. Overall, not bad, but it's going to continue to be nice here. Lots of sunshine next 7 days. Look at Friday, back to near 80, mid-70s on Saturday. This is going to be a great weekend, outdoorable weekend at that. Fire up the barbecue. In fact, I know we plan on doing that early next week too, near 80 degrees.
I will probably do that as well.
You bring all the meat and come over to my place and I'll get the charcoal.
Okay.
Yeah.